Hello, we're live. Jen is here. Alex is here for a live. Yes. Oh, I feel like it's been so long since you've been here for a live. Granted, I do most of them late at night, so it's understandable. Okay. Got my tea. So on the agenda for today, I'm going to switch and share this tab. I'm going to be finishing this new and improved spreadsheet that I'm making for the WORDY Writer Challenge. I was testing it out earlier and really loving it. So much so that I think I'm going to implement it for all of my 2024 stuff. Well, I mean, I already have because I was testing it out. But that is on the docket for tonight. I also want to fiddle around a little bit with my Notion database and see if I can't make Notion work for me. If I can't make it work for me tonight, then it's going to be put on the back burner and I'll try Notion another time. After that, I'm going to do some chapter reading for a CP and then hopefully get a little bit of words in. But yeah, that is what is on my agenda for the night. What are you guys working on? Now, there's no telling how long I'll be here, but I'm here. I will take you as long as you are here. Devin, hello, babe. I'm in my bed with my laptop. Happy evening, all. Nice and comfy. I'm usually in my bed with my laptop on Thursdays because that's when Joe has lodge. And for some reason, when the kids go to bed on Thursdays, I have to be upstairs as well. Otherwise, it is all hell breaks loose. Break. I can't even speak today. Yeah. Oh man, I am a little tired today. Shocking, I know. Devin will be getting ready for bed soon. Yeah, you and Alex are an hour ahead of me. I've got probably 2.5 to 3 hours before I call it a night. I'm just rearranging a little bit. I got some new books and look how pretty this cover is. I'm very intrigued by it. I don't know what it's about. I know it's a romantasy, I think. I know it's a romance of some sort. Also, this isn't like the pretty part. That is. Look at that. They are really stepping up on their game of sprayed edges and end papers, because look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. And it's about Hades. So, like, are we not shocked? Like, this is going to be a must read for me this month. It is on my TBR for this month. I think the audiobook comes out on the 17th, I looked up. So I'll probably wait until then, but so pretty. And then I also got this one from Book of the Month, which I was shocked at the cover for Book of the Month because they're usually, you know, matte and not foiled or anything, but this one has shiny bits on it, which is very unlike Book of the Month. Also, don't know what this one is about. I think it's another romantasy or something. I don't know. Anyways. That's some of my haul. I'm in my getting up early and going to bed early era. Yeah, shockingly, I have been going to bed a lot earlier than usual. And I've actually been waking up at 7 to get the kids ready for school and everything instead of, you know, snoozing my alarm until 7:50 and then, you know, us leaving within 15 to 20 minutes. Right? Isn't it so pretty? So pretty. Hey, Jen. Hey, Nikki. Hey, everyone. YouTube hated me just now while I'm here. Honestly, I've only been here for like 5 minutes. I do like a 5-minute starting soon just to because I know YouTube doesn't always notify people right away. I like those covers more than your typical romance novel covers. Yeah. I'm a big fan of what kind of covers are these called? Not necessarily discreet, but oh my gosh, there's an actual name for them. I'm blanking. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. But yeah, I'm a big fan of these kinds of covers for sure. When it comes to like contemporary romance, I don't mind couples on the covers. I'm not the biggest fan of illustrated covers, but some I do really, really love. But I do love like the discreet ones for sure. I think those are really, really pretty. I need to be up at 5 to get the teen off to school by 6:30. I'm always exhausted. Oh, that sounds exhausting. My kids start at 8:30, so doors open at like 8:15, so we're usually out the door by 8:05, 8:10 at the latest. But ew, I would not like this. I think I'm grandfathered in at a $16.99 a month, but I think it's $17.99. I could be mistaken. Maybe it is $16.99. I don't remember. And then if you get like add-ons, I think they are either $10.99 or $11.99, and they're all hardcovers. So it's kind of you get like I think it's a pretty good deal. I do have a referral link, not in this description, but in some of my other descriptions, like for like my actual videos. I don't know if you get like the first one for $10 still, if they still have that going on, but I can send you my referral link if you are interested. Let me just get that real quick. So that's in the chat if you are interested, Nikki. Hooray for high school. I do remember waking up early for like 0 hour when I was in high school, but I took the bus or I drove to school once I was I think senior years when I drove to school, because junior year I drove with my cousin who was a senior. Seniors got to drive to school, unless you were on like the work schedule, not schedule, but like program where you went from 0 hour and you got out after fifth period so that you could go do your part-time work job, which I took advantage of because I worked at JCPenney back in the day. This is gonna be so hot. So I do remember waking up early and then getting breakfast at school, which consisted of chocolate milk and the chocolate chip cookies because they were underbaked and they were so delicious. He takes the bus 3 days a week. Bus pickup is 6:18. On band days, we leave the house at 6:30. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. Alrighty. We are going to start our first sprint. I am currently charging my phone, so I don't have the Forest app available right now. But once it starts to charge a little bit, let's see, it's currently at 46%. So I mean it charged 10% in the past 10 minutes. So probably by the end of this next sprint, I'll start doing some more Forest stuff. But let's go ahead and get this first sprint started. And I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? I was looking at Notion templates and seeing what I like and what I want to try and implement in my own. Let's start the break. And let's see, we're at 58%. So let's go ahead and start doing some forest stuff. Let's go ahead and do this guy. Create. New forest room code is 4FRA987SG. 4FRA987SG. And it is scrolling at the bottom, and it is also in the chat. Update Canva. Cool. All right. Comments. Okay, Devin was going to prep coffee and then dog food and then go to bed. Thanks for joining us, Devin. And sorry, I didn't see that before I hit the start. Melanie is here. Hello, a long time no see. Alex, I made it to chapter 22 of running my manuscript through Pro Writing Aid, and I've decided it's actually kind of good. See? Maybe you just needed to, like, let it simmer a little bit. Nice. Tonight it is anyway. Tomorrow I'll wake up and decide it's terrible and I should pull the pre-order. No. Yes, that is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome sucks. I went through a lot of imposter syndrome in August. It's no joke. Alrighty, let's see. We can delete this. Move to trash. All right, let's get this cover. Download just the first one and not PDF. We want, let's do this. Download. Really is the worst. It cripples my creativity. Yep, that's what it does. JPEG. Okay. I feel like that's what I've been dealing with. I was doing much more writing on my own. Then I rejoined the writing community and I love hanging out with everyone. But then I'm like, I'm such a noob. I get it. I do have to say that the writing community has been great. Like, we all go through the same kinds of situations and scenarios, especially when it comes to imposter syndrome. And I just love how we can always be there for each other. I've noticed that a lot in the Discord. server that I have, that the community that we've been building is just seriously the best. Like, I cannot thank my community more because they are just a breath of fresh air and they are so encouraging and it's just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I'm rewriting for a client for the first time in a while, and my writing brain hurts. It feels like I failed, but it's just writing some other stuff in. I'm overthinking it. And I think that's what a lot of us do with imposter syndrome, is that we overthink things and then we feel like a complete and utter failure. Everyone is always so supporting and uplifting. If I ever have a day where I'm just not writing, it's like, hey, that's fine. Just hang out with us. Yes, absolutely. Just come hang out with me. Specifically, like these ones that I live stream when we're not doing like a wordy writer challenge. It's just, we're basically here to just hang out. Yes, I'm kind of getting writing adjacent stuff done. And hopefully I am getting some writing stuff done, but it's the community for me. This community saved me. Oh, I love that for you. Yes, love this community so much. It's seriously the best. Absolutely the best. You guys are the absolute best. I do have to say that when I was plugging in all of my word counts for 2024 into the new Wordy Writer Challenge spreadsheet that I'm creating, that I am happy that the Wordy Writer Challenge is doing what Katrina and I had hoped that it would, and that is just like to get us a little bit more consistent, because I did not realize how much I actually did write this year, even though it felt like I wasn't writing a whole lot, because the first half of the year we were dealing with so much death and grief in our families. And I noticed that when we had a challenge month, whether it was the normal try for a 30,000 word challenge for that month, or if it was, choose your own, I was writing more and more consistently during those months. And that's really all that that challenge is for us to try and just, keep up a consistent writing habit. And I wasn't really sure if it was doing that until I saw side by side every month. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can share that screen. Hold on. Because I was like so happy to see that. Let's see if this works. Okay. So I'm sharing this screen real quick. So I was implementing it and everything. And so, like, yes, I've only written just under 64,000 words for the year, which honestly I don't think is that bad either. But if you see here, the purple months are the challenge months. And on the challenge months, I have written pretty consistently. Like July and August weren't the greatest, but they were better than the non-challenge months. Like a lot better than the non-challenge months. And it's really nice to see that it's working. But yeah, this is just like a little sneak peek at what it's looking like. And I've got like all the months instead of just the challenge months as well. Still needs some tweaks, but let's share this tab again. But I love that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, basically. I didn't write nearly as much without it. I didn't know sprints existed. Yes, sprints are the best. Happy that you guys have found it then. Life's been chaotic. So much was going on in the month of August. Oh, don't even get me started on August. I'm shocked I got 9,000 words written in August. August was so chaotic and busy for me. And to top it off, I had surgery last week. Nothing too major, but it's still surgery. So I feel like I'm refilling my spoons again. Hopefully the recovery of the surgery is going well and it's going smooth and fast. But yeah, it feels good now that we're in September that I feel like I've been able to slow down a little bit. I need to be more consistent with tracking my word counts in 2025. I'm excited about the updated spreadsheet. Yes. You know me, I'm a big stat nerd. I love seeing what's working and, what days I actually get stuff done and whatnot. And other than like my spreadsheets for my stats, the only other thing that I've been really consistent with is my sprint tracking planner turned like YouTube content planner thing, where, I track all of my sprints for the day and what I did during those sprints. So not all of them are, writing. A lot of these June ones, let me get to June. A lot of these June ones I was doing like brainstorming. I wasn't actually getting new words in, but I still kept track of what I was doing for each sprint. And I think this is going to be a really cool thing to like look back at. I actually have to set mine up for tonight's now that I've said that I've been super consistent with this. And I haven't even set up tonight's. That's okay. Yes, me too. I need to take advantage of the resources we have available. Yes. Actually, Jen and I have known each other, almost 4 years now, maybe just over. We met during the... Nice. That's awesome. How many times do I have to push the cat off the shelf? He isn't supposed to be on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have to do that with my kids. Same with Tessa. Yeah, Katrina and I have known each other, I think, since 2015 is when we became friends. We were both book bloggers at the time, and we were doing some book blogging collabs, and we just became friends from there. And I think since then we talked pretty much daily and have consistently stayed on top of that. And I can confidently say that she's like one of my best friends. So like seriously, this community is just, it's amazing. It really is. He won't listen even with the use of a squirt bottle. Oh no. Typical. Yep. Alrighty, should we get this next sprint started? I also have to figure out what book I'm going to read because I did finish Sovereign last night, but I didn't start a new book. I was doom scrolling instead, so I have to literally figure out what I'm going to read tonight because I don't want to doom scroll on TikTok. All right. Let's go ahead and I see a comment. Okay, we will see you. Have fun chatting with the hubby. All right, let's go ahead and get this sprint started. I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. Sorry, I didn't start the tree right away, so the tree still has 7 minutes. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. I was looking at books and then I started doing my journal. Journal? Planner? Guys, I'm not with it. It is hot as hell in this house. What's the temperature out outside? Uh, says it's 68 outside, but it feels hot as hell in here. Oh my gosh. And tomorrow it's going to be 87, which means it's going to feel like 98. We're at the time of the year where it doesn't know if it wants to be summer or if it wants to start doing fall. Because tomorrow it's going to be a high of 87, which means it's probably going to feel like 95 to 98 degrees out. But then Friday, it's going to be 70. That's the high. And then Saturday, it's 67. So Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be outside because that is the perfect. When Sunday is going to be 74, that's not bad either. And then Monday, it goes back into the 80s. And then Tuesday, it stays in the 80s. And Wednesday, it gets even hotter and is 87. And then 89 on Thursday, which means it's going to feel like 98. So over summer. Summer needs to go away. I'm hot. Sorry, I'm complaining because I'm hot. It's just a fake tree. I mean, you're right, but Melanie, honestly, I'm kind of just here to be here. I will be shocked if I get anything done. Like I'm in like the problem is I'm in like this weird in between mood where I want to write something dark and gritty, but I also want to write something like my contemporary romance. But I don't have a project that is contemporary romance that has dark and gritty themes, you know? So like, and obviously I don't want to like start a new one because I already have so many projects already started. But like that's the mood I'm in. I just noticed it when well, thank you for letting me know. I'll start a new tree once this one is done. Alex, I'm actually shocked that you're still here too, considering it is what, 10 o'clock your time or almost 10 o'clock because it is, you know, almost 9 here. And I know you wake up early. We're at 100 plus for a few days here. It's September. I know. I'm like such in like the spooky mood season and vibes that I just want the weather to reflect that. And it's not reflecting that right now. I'm curious actually what it is like in Northern California because my brother and sister-in-law are actually in the San Francisco area. Right now they are doing like a 2-week. Oh, it's 62 there. Oh, gorgeous. It's gonna be in the mid to low 70s all week. I don't know how long they're going to be in San Francisco, but they're going to go up to Oregon and they're also going to go to like the Seattle area. So for the next couple weeks, they're going to be checking out like the Pacific Northwest and whatnot. And one of my brother's goals in life is to go to every baseball stadium in the continental US, because I don't know if I doubt there's I don't know if there's any in other, like, Alaska or Hawaii, but that's one of his goals. And so they're gonna do a baseball game in San Francisco, and they're gonna do one in Seattle. And obviously they're also gonna go to like Napa Valley for like my sister-in-law, so that she doesn't have to endure all sports for their honeymoon. But that's what they're doing right now. It was 49 this morning when I left for work at 8 a.m. and it was like 80 by the time I left for work at 5. Yes, that's how it was yesterday. Yesterday, it was beautifully chilly in the morning. I was wearing a sweatshirt and everything. And then by the time that it was time to pick up my daughter from school at 2:45, 3 o'clock, I was sweating buckets. I just want spooky season weather here. This back and forth is going to mess with my sinuses. Yeah, it's already messing with mine. Yes, 89 in mid-September. Welcome to the Midwest. Literally, we can get all 4 seasons in a matter of 4 hours. I always find it hysterical that people don't realize how hot it really does get here in the Midwest, because it gets pretty hot. I mean, half the summer, I think we were hotter than Katrina was down in Texas. So there's that. There were times where we were hotter than my friend down in Tampa. Like, the Midwest gets pretty hot. It just doesn't stay as hot as long. Which, thank God, because if it did, your girl would not survive. I have family who actually, they were just in Ireland, and they were telling me that it was like, 60s and like overcast and rainy. And I'm like, that is my kind of weather. Like, maybe I should move to Ireland because I'm so over all this bullshit. All right, we're going to do the ghost mushroom. So I am creating that right now. Like, I invite you guys, but then it like stops and I have to like re-invite you. Let me enter in this forest room code real quick. 4U6M48 VSG. 4U6M48 VSG is the new forest room code if you want to plant a cute little ghost mushroom with me. It's also in the chat. Let me get back to the comments. Where were we? Okay. Well, I was put on corrective action for falling short of my numbers in one section were scored on, so I have to go into the office for a few weeks. That sucks. That's a weird form of punishment. Ugh, I'm sorry. 2 index cards done. Good job, Nikki. My boss asked me to start my route at 6:30 now. Yay. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm probably going to duck out after chatty time. Ella, I still want to watch some TV before bed, but I need to move from my desk to the couch. No worries. We're happy to have you. Started at around 7, then bumped it down to 6:40. Traffic is crazy here. I have to get gas tomorrow, so it'll be 6:15. Ew. Yes, I agree with Melanie. Oof. I also have another guy a couple times a week starting Monday. Yes, they did get married on Sunday. And one of the reasons why August was so hectic and busy for me, because we were in the last minute throes of my brother's wedding, and I was a bridesmaid. My daughter was a flower girl, and my son was part of the ring security. And then, they started school back up, and then they also brought home germs. And day 2 of school, my son came home sick. Day 4 of school, my daughter came home sick, and it went rampant in the house. Now my mom's not feeling good. It's been fun, guys. And then, not to mention, the bachelorette weekend was in August. The bachelor weekend was in August, which my husband went to. It's just, I'm happy that September is here and that September is not as busy. Like, the main thing that we have going on this month is we are going to 4-wheel. So, oh yeah, absolutely. We can get 4 seasons in 4 hours. And as I learned at the beginning of August, now we're getting tornadoes. Oh, I fully believe that Tornado Alley is shifting because Illinois has gotten so many more tornadoes than they used to. Like, we've always gotten tornadoes, but last year we were number 1 in the amount of tornadoes that we had. I don't know what we are this year. I'm afraid to look it up. I don't think we're in the number 1 spot right now. I think Texas is. But wild. Like, I think it was the beginning of August or the end of July, whenever we had those major like storms. We had 27 tornadoes in a 2-hour span just in the north part of Illinois. So I totally think like Tornado Alley is like shifting. Okay, friends, I'm headed to bed. It was so nice to hang out with you guys tonight. Thanks, Alex, for joining us for a little bit. Sorry it was like more chatty. When I'm a little bit more lax when we're not in a challenge month. Thank you. We love her so, so much. Seriously, she is the best decision my brother has ever made. I have never had a bachelorette weekend, and I have been married twice. I just had a bachelorette night, but we ended up going to Lake Geneva, which is a small touristy town in southern Wisconsin, and we did some wine tastings and like a board and brush and just like had a girls' weekend type of thing. It's definitely shifted. The fact that we had a 5 in the Cleveland area and I saw the 1 is insane. We've had 70 tornadoes this year. Our average is like 25. Where do you look up like how many? The only reason why I know that Illinois was like in the top 1 spot was because I saw like a TikTok last like August, and we were in the number 1 spot at the time. And that was for last year. But I'd love to know where Illinois is at currently. Yeah, see, that's how I knew about ours last year, because it was crazy. We owe you one then, Jen. I did the mail stripper thing for a friend's bachelorette night, and oh boy, that was crazy. Yeah, I didn't do the stripper thing for myself. However, we did go to a nearby casino who was having a men from Down Under show, and so we went to the show, and then we did some gambling, and I mean, it was a fun night. We did a stripper for one of my other friends who got married, back in like 2014, I think. That was very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm not a stripper kind of person. I retract that statement. I'm not a male stripper kind of person. My buy is showing. Yeah. It sounds interesting. Honestly, I've heard that's a fun show. It actually was a fun show. It was a very fun show. They do shows here every couple of years or so. It certainly was. Not my kind of thing. I'd rather go to a drag show. We did a drag show for one of my other friends. That was a whole lot of fun. And yes, same my bias with your bio on that one. I didn't realize, like, how much the TikTok algorithm knows me so well. Because I kid you not, if it's not about any kind of romance book, specifically lately it's been dark romance because I apparently am in a dark, gritty, spooky kind of vibe right now. If it's not about, romance books, or I don't know why I've been getting constant, like, Sleep Token, which I love Sleep Token, don't get me wrong, but it's constantly, like, Sleep Token stuff, Death Eater stuff, and then, um, very attractive women, and usually with the hashtag lesbians of TikTok, which I'm not a lesbian, I'm bi, so I don't know what is happening, but that's my TikTok algorithm lately. It's been real fun. Same, Mel. Nice. All right. Have we chit-chatted enough? Shall we go ahead? I'm going to start it this time. They can clump us in. It's half. I mean, fair. Very fair. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and start this cute little ghost mushroom. And I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? I have been fiddling with the spreadsheet and I shared it on the Discord, and then I was looking at the whole Discord thing, and I don't know why I can see other people's like little activity cards, which I think is really, really cool, but it doesn't show mine in there. So I'm trying to figure out how I can be a part of that. Anyways, let me set up a new thing. You know, let's go ahead and do the witchy mushroom since we just did the ghost mushroom. Okay. New room code, if you want to plant a tree with me, is 4YER 9A 9SG. 4YER 9A 9SG. It is now scrolling at the bottom, and it is in the chat if that is easier for you. Okay. And before I forget, let's put on the break time and to the comments. Okay. Melanie headed out. Thanks for the fun chatty time. Have a great night. Thanks for joining us, Mel. Yeah. September, I foresee me getting back into a routine of things and for these to be a little bit more chattier than usual. Like, yes, I still want to get my words in and my writing stuff done, but I'm going to enjoy the slowness of a September because this entire year has just been way too hectic for me. I have to figure out what book I want to read. Because I might just start reading. Like, I wrote one word. No. I wrote one word. And that was to add a color to a sentence. Because it needed just a little bit more description. And it's to the fantasy romance. Because at least my fantasy romances have, like, darker themes and more grit to it. But for some reason, like, I really want to write my contemporary romance, but it's just not hitting the dark, gritty vibe that I'm in. Hello! No, we are just on a break right now. Let's see, it is 9:40 or almost 9:40 my time. I'm going to probably do 2 more sprints as long as we don't get too chatty. And I do 25-minute sprints. Welcome. We're happy to have you. We've just been a little chattier today. If you use the app Forest, you are more than welcome to enter in the Forest room code, which is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It is also in the chat that way. I also just lost what I was going to say. My meeting is over, so I'll be able to join the last sprints. Yay! How'd the meeting go? I also, in the Discord servers for both my Cozy Corner and then also the Writers Unfiltered server, I posted a link for the spreadsheet that I was working on, and it is available for you guys to make a copy if you want to. Let me know if there are any kinks or things that need to be changed or things that you would like to see on future versions, because I'm always going to be updating it to make it better. Meant for stone. What's that about? Let's go take a gander. I have so many fucking tabs open. My ADHD is definitely showing. Meant for stone. Search. And thank you. What are you reading? I'm reading a few things to decide if I'll DNF them because there's too many books and too little time. Agreed. I used to force myself to finish a book and either hate it or be very disappointed if I didn't like it. And now I've been so much better this year, and like maybe the last couple of years, of just putting a book down and not finishing it if I'm not into it or if I'm not in the mood. Because sometimes I will end up liking a book, but I'm just not in that mood because I'm a very moody reader, and I'd hate to like force myself to read something that I wasn't in the mood for and then like end up like hating it, but knowing that I could have loved it if I was just in a different mood. So I've gotten a lot better at either DNFing or putting down and trying again later. I never used to do that, and I'm so thankful for it because too many books, not enough time. Not enough time at all. I am currently in between reads. I need to figure out what I want to read. Obviously romance, but that's just because that's me. However, I do have quite a lot of thrillers that I need to read, but I don't like reading them right before bed. I used to force myself to finish books too until an elderly lady on BookTube comments explained why they DNF books, and it changed my life. Gotta love that. Love that. So happy that you now DNF if you're not into it, because I mean, not every book is for everyone, you know? Oh yeah, Nikki, I was Googling what Meant for Stone. By Natasha Madison. Let's see. Oh, I want to know like the tropes. Enemies to lovers, sports. Let's go to romance.io and enter it there. Meant for stone? Meant for stone, I think. Sports, contemporary, enemies to lovers, suspense, friends to lovers, funny, grumpy and sunshine. Sound hockey. It is almost hockey season, isn't it? Yes, it is. Ooh. Gonna have to add that to my TBR. All right. Literally, I have like 30 plus tabs open. I found a new thriller author I like, Jennifer Hillier. Oh, I think I have a couple of her books, or at least one. The name sounds really, really, really familiar. Now I have to go to Google. Hold on. Not Google, Goodreads. I'm getting my stuff mixed up. Jennifer Hillier. Yes, Things We Do in the Dark. I have that. I also have what was the other one? Little Secrets. Oh, she did Jar of Hearts. I haven't read that, but I think I own it somewhere. back there is giving me anxiety. Okay. I know who you're talking about. I haven't read them. I have at least 2 of her books. I think I might have Jar of Hearts as well. Which one did you read? It's my first time on your sprints, and you have such a nice, soothing voice. Oh, thanks. I always thought that my voice was like, very high, like high pitched. But maybe that's just because, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like being on YouTube, I have gotten used to what my voice sounds like. So maybe before I really thought that my voice was high pitched and whatnot. But aw, that makes me happy. It's a soothing voice. Alrighty. We are for sure gonna have 2 more sprints. This sprint, I'm going to lock down what book I'm gonna start reading, and maybe actually start reading while I'm on sprints with you, because I don't think the writing is happening tonight. I'm just in too much of a weird in-between mood of vibes that I want to hit right now, and it's just, I don't want my characters to suffer that much. No, I mean, I do, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have to write something because I'm in this specific mood and write it in, my contemporary romance, only to have to kill my darling later because it doesn't actually fit with that story. You know what I mean? What did I do in the last sprint? I don't even remember. Oh, I finished. We're going to start the next sprint in just a minute. Finished the Wordy Writer Challenge spreadsheet and shared it. Okay, setting up the next sprint. Yeah, like I don't want to force them to do something that they wouldn't have done. Just because I'm in a darker, grittier kind of mood, So might as well just let it simmer and just read something that satisfies my dark, gritty mood instead of forcing my characters to do the dark grittiness when their story doesn't entail that much dark and grittiness that I'm in the vibe for, apparently. Anyways, since you are new here, we also hang out over on my Discord server. It's a cozy little corner. It's linked down below. I do sprints over there, and we just like chit chat and talk about life and do all the nerdy things. And I also shared the spreadsheet if you are into tracking your word counts, if you're interested. Start a dark, gritty book. You'll get to it when you feel like it. Yes, but like I don't have any like, you're telling me to start a little new book, huh? Like I don't even know what characters. I just know that's the vibe I'm going for. Maybe I guess I could brainstorm. We'll see. Maybe Jen. Maybe you can twist my arm and get me to take a look at a shiny new idea. All right, we're going to go ahead and start this cute little witchy mushroom. And do it. Katrina, you usually tell me not to. Thank you for sharing all of that. What book are you reading? I don't have a book that I'm reading yet. I'm going to find one though. Hopefully, I will have an answer for you when we get back from this next sprint. I'm going to read a Chinese historical ghost story for now. Ooh, nice. And then I'll work on my original story. Awesome. And I'm in a write whatever mood. True. I've never written one. Like, my fantasy romances have, like, dark and grittiness to it, but I've never, like, attempted to do a dark and gritty romance. Maybe I will do some brainstorming. Ugh, twist my arm, why don't you? Okay, let's start this next sprint. I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. And that was that sprint. How did we do? I have the new Forest Room code available, scrolling down below, and I always do that, and in the chat over there. I purchased a Scrivener template off of Etsy because it was, I think, like 55% off or something, and it looks like it has a shit ton of stuff, and so I'm like going through it. And let's start that break. And let's go to the comments. Katrina thinks that I could do a dark, gritty story. We shall see. We shall see. Also, my mouse started acting up, so I had to go get my husband's mouse, and it's one of the ones with a track, like the trackball for the thumb, and it's taking me forever to figure out how to use it. Like, he loves this thing because this is what he uses for all of his programs for his CAD stuff, but like it takes some getting used to. Definitely takes some getting used to. 500. Yes. Are you done with the epilogue then? I know you didn't finish it last night. Oh my gosh. This mouse is killing me. I'm not even counting, but I started a project for a new client. Yay! I was helping Lindsay with her night stuff. Awesome. Almost done with the epilogue. Awesome. Then I still need to write the bonus scene. How many words do you think the bonus scene will be? Here we go. This is like so weird. So weird. Sorry. This mouse, man. Maybe 500 or 600. You got this. You got this. Okay. Not that. I only joined, so I just saw your library and it looks amazing. Does your husband read too? No. No, he does not. He doesn't read books. I have purchased him a couple of books, like, by H.P. Lovecraft, and then there's another author that he kind of likes that does, like, spy type of novels, but I've never seen him read them. However, he asked for them when I went to Half Price Books once. So, he he reads more like science articles and, like, that kind of stuff. Um, Books, I have yet to catch him reading a book. So when I, like, finish a book, will he read it? Most likely not. Especially since I write romance and, like, I can pick his brain with, like, some plot holes, and he can give me, like, some ideas of, scenes and everything, but will he actually read a book? Probably not. He reads articles and um, sciency and mathy type of things is what he's really into. And if your next question is how many books of these have I actually read, it's not a lot. um I keep buying more books or acquiring more books than I have time to read. And a lot of the times I have been reading on my Kindle because most of my reading time lately has been at night. Uh, but a lot of these I can find on on the Libby app. So, I mean, these are just my book trophies, basically. I get him because I used to exclusively read articles and papers before I started reading nonfiction. Yeah, he might like some nonfiction. But again, I haven't seen him, like, actually open a book and read. Um, he just usually goes on his phone and reads articles and papers and whatnot. Okay, finish the epilogue. Now on to the bonus. Yes, you got this. Oh yeah, I was also trying to figure out why the activity doesn't show for me. Well, I also have to get Storm. She's outside. Okay. Like I said, way too many things happening. I have way too many things open. Activity settings. Share your detected. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. 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 I have those on. Why doesn't my activity show up under the activity? Do you have to be on Nitro? Maybe I have to change that. I'm going to mute myself for a second because I want to check something out. I don't know. I'm done looking at that. Okay. Anywho, I'm telling you, way too much going on. I'm going through all of my tabs right now, and we were talking about tornadoes earlier. So during one of the sprints, I was looking to see how many tornadoes Illinois has already had. And from an article in the middle of July, it said Illinois has already had 100 tornadoes, which is double our annual average. I think it was Melanie who was talking about it. She is in bed now, but there we go. And that's, from almost 2 months ago. Who knows what we're at right now? I don't know how to actually see, like, the rankings of rankings. That's not even okay. This is how I know this is going to be the last sprint, is because I'm starting to get loopy. I'm going to finish closing out quite a few of these tabs because it's way too many. All right. And then I'm going to also brainstorm a dark, gritty, shiny new idea, apparently. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start this last sprint. And too many storms and tornadoes. Yep. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start this sprint. I'll see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. How did we do? Can you believe that half of that took duplicating one Notion template for my like brainstorming section? So that was fun. I didn't even like keep up with my sprint tracker. I still don't know what I'm reading yet. It is what it is. It's going now. There is 13 more minutes for the tree. Gonna call it a night. Thanks for joining us, Jen. Got 633, but I'm almost done with bonus. Yay! That's awesome. That is awesome. At least one of us was, super productive. I basically listened to Sleep Token the entire night, which honestly might be the reason why I'm in a dark, gritty mood, but it is what it is. And you can officially mark the book as done. Yes. So happy for you. It's for the anniversary, right? That's okay. For some reason, I thought you were already working on book number 3. Oh my God, my brain. Alrighty. Okay. See, now I'm just all kinds of lost. Book 3 just came out. Book 2 just came out. Which book just came out? Book 3. Oh my God. Katrina. I don't know. I am so lost. And I blame the fact that I feel like the past month or 2 months have just been so chaotic. And I feel like I'm just meshing everything together. I do remember us talking about this. Oh my Lord. Have I mentioned how much I'm excited for it to be September so that my life can slow down? And it has started to slow down. Alrighty. It is almost 11 o'clock here. I need to go get some PJs on, figure out what the hell I'm going to read tonight, and honestly, probably to think about this dark romance idea. Not that I need to add another project to my status, but that's okay. As mine speeds up. But at least it's a regular routine. That is true. And it's not like you guys haven't done it before. Mine was just super chaotic because, my brother doesn't get married on a yearly basis. Thank God. Yeah. All right. I'm getting super loopy. I gotta call it a night. All right. Next time I will be live streaming will most likely be Sunday evening. I am trying to get back at least on a routine for the live streams. But until then, you can find me in the Discord, which is linked in the description down below. I think it is. I don't know. My YouTube keeps like changing where sometimes the description is down below, sometimes the description is on the side. Makes no sense. Anywho, that is where you can find me, is in the Discord. I will most likely be doing some sprints tomorrow at some point in the Discord. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Until next time, happy writing.